Welcome back, YouTube, to another NBA 2K17 MyLeague rebuild on my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a rebuild challenge with Massa. He's another YouTuber. He's a close friend of mine, and he posts very good content on his channel. A bunch of MyLeague rebuilds and other stuff, so go check out his channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So now let's get into the video. We're going to be rebuilding the Miami Heat. We both have 3 seasons to do this. I've done a lot of rebuilds, but I just do them in my free time. I don't do that many of them on my on camera. I only have 2 on my channel, I think. And his channel is full of these rebuild series, so if you like them, go check them out. So he's probably gonna win because he's a lot more experienced with this. But it's just all in good fun. So let's jump right into the video. Looking at the roster, I already know I want to get rid of Chris Bosh. He's on a big contract and he's 32 years old and he's not even playing in real life. So I just kind of want to get rid of him. We'll see if we can get anything for him. Everybody else, no one has like ridiculous contracts. So I'm honestly willing to trade, not willing to trade anyone, but no one really in particular I want to keep on the team, not even Hassan, because I don't think he progresses that well. If he starts to in the first season, we'll probably keep him, but I mean, we're honestly open for anything right now, just trying to get a better team. Also, we're using this draft class. I'll show you what it is. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm actually checking it out for the first time. I usually use a different one. It's probably very similar, yeah, so basically all the same players, just a little bit of a different order. Yeah, this one's more realistic than the one I've usually used. I'm not really sure who we're going to target in the draft. We're definitely going to want to get like a top 5 pick. So, let's try to find a trade for Chris Bosh right now. Honestly, I'm kind of liking this Kevin Love trade right here. It's the second one. Kevin Love is actually cheaper than Chris Bosh, but the only thing I don't like is we're losing James Johnson, who's on a really cheap deal for a 79 overall. We're going to see if we can make this trade go through without James Johnson in. I'll put Haslam in because he has the same salary. And we'll put 2019. Damn, they have like no picks. Let's see. We won't do that. No, not doing that. I don't know if this is a good trade. I think I'm going to do it though. Yeah, we're going to do it. Whatever. So Kevin Love is our new power forward. We have 2 superstars in this team, but they're both big men, so we're going to try to get like a shooting guard or a small forward. I'll see you guys if I make any of the trades before we jump into the first season. I couldn't find any more good trades that I wanted to make happen, so this is going to be the starting roster and lineup for season number 1. It's honestly a pretty good team. I don't know why they were so bad this year. I mean, the end of the year with like the best record in the East, like for the second half of the year, I'm pretty sure. Don't take my word on that, but I'm pretty sure they did. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't do like really good. Cause I mean, this is a pretty good team. They obviously didn't have Kevin Love, or they didn't have Chris Bosh. That makes sense. But still, I mean, it's not a bad roster. So let's jump right into season number 1. At the end of our first season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP just like usual. Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans 6th Man of the Year. Hassan Whiteside Defensive Player of the Year. Nikola Jokic wins Most Improved, and Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. I don't think we had anyone make the All-NBA 3rd team. Hassan Whiteside made it, and the first defensive team. That makes sense. Kevin Love led us in scoring with almost 20 points, 13 rebounds. Hassan Whiteside with 16 rebounds and 17 points. Goran Dragic 15, Waiters 13, Tyler Johnson 12. I mean, a lot of good scoring actually. Kyle Korver 9.8. Didn't really expect him to play that much. We got him alongside Kevin Love with that trade to get rid of Chris Bosh. I'd like to see more from Justice Winslow, and we're going to try to get Josh Richardson some more minutes because I know he progresses pretty well if he plays. So, heading into the playoffs, yep, we actually got the 2nd seed. I'm honestly kind of mad because I wanted to tank so we could get a but a higher pick in the draft, so now we're going to have to trade more to get one, which stinks, so I didn't really expect us to do this good. Let's jump right in the first round. Bulls win game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. It's tied 2-2. We take the lead, and in game 6, we win and beat the Bulls. Moving on to the second round. Let's see who we're going to play. We're playing the 76ers. They won in game 7. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And we sweep them, actually. So now we are playing either the Wizards or the Celtics. Let's see who wins that. And the Wizards do in 7. We're playing they're a 5 seed, so we could win and go to the championship. We take game 1, we take game 2, we take game. What is going on? Okay, there we go. How are we in the NBA championship with this team? All right, let's see who wins. The OKC Thunder. So this is a rematch of a few years ago when they played in the championship. We take game 1, they take game 2, they take game 3, They take game 4 and they win. Honestly, I don't know why we even made it to the championship. That's really stupid. Russell Westbrook averaging 37 points, 13 rebounds, or almost 14, and 13 assists, 3 steals. So he is your Finals MVP, and let's jump right into the offseason. So obviously we're not going to get a good pick because we did too good, honestly. We got the 25th pick, and definitely going to try to trade up to at least top 5. There it is. The Kings have the 2nd and the 5th. Oh, that's a good trade right there for us. Yep, we're doing this. Tyler Johnson, I mean, he had some potential, but it's much better than losing Goran Dragic. So here we go. We make the trade with the Kings. We got their 5th pick. They already had the 2nd pick, so maybe that's why we got him on a pretty good trade. So maybe that's why we got it on a pretty good trade deal. Now let's jump right into the NBA draft.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA draft.
So we're here in the NBA draft and we have the 5th pick. Lonzo Ball is here. We lost Tyler Johnson. Honestly, this is my first time using this draft class, so I don't really know. I think Josh Jackson's a good play, but we do have Justice Winslow, even though he wasn't very good. Yeah, we're going to take Josh Jackson. I don't really know that much about this download for the draft class. I'm just going to take the best player available. And that's the end of the draft. We only have this 1 pick, so we're going to obviously sign Josh Jackson. Let's see what about offers. Yep, that's good. I don't really care about the other guys. We're going to be losing most likely all 7 of these guys, but I'm not really interested in signing any of them. They're probably all going to want a little bit too much money, or they just don't bring any value to this team. Let's head into free agency. We're going to be sending Hassan Whiteside to the Sacramento Kings for Buddy Hield and Willie Cauley-Stein. This trade is very high risk, high reward. Buddy Hield and Cauley-Stein could do good for how young they are. But again, just trying to make this team much younger, and also this clears up a lot of cap space for free agency because I want to sign a new player to bring to this team. So we're going to see if this trade works out. They agree because they proposed it. So we're going to accept that trade, and let's head into free agency with a little bit more money than we had before. So we are going to be signing Zach Randolph for a very cheap deal. I know he's old, but he's an 81 overall and only spending $6 million a year, I think, on him. No one's doing well. We're going to be signing 2 to replace Hassan Whiteside, again, a younger player on our team. We're going to be bringing in Darren Williams for the backup point guard as well. We've done a minimum deal for 1 year. And we also offered Jonathan Simmons one and Udonis Haslem. So there we go. That's about it for free agency. We have enough players now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good. We're making one last trade before Season 2 starts. We're going to be sending Justice Winslow, Willie Reed, Josh Roberts to the Boston Celtics for Avery Bradley and Marcus Smart. I think this is a great trade for us because now we have a good starting shooting guard instead of Buddy Hield. So here is the lineup we're working with now. It's a very good team now. Basically everybody's an 80 besides Nerlens Noel, who's almost there. And Josh Jackson's a rookie, so he'll probably progress very fast if he does good. Zach Randall is perfect for us at 6-man. Buddy Hield, Cauley-Stein, Marcus Smart, and Darren Williams coming off the bench. Actually, I want to get Jonathan Simmons some minutes. Or not Jonathan Simmons, Josh Richardson some minutes. Actually, no, you probably won't get any because we have Buddy Hield. Let's see. We have backup point guard, shooting guard. We don't have a backup small forward, actually. So I'm going to move Jonathan Simmons to small forward, and then we'll jump into season number 2. At the end of season number 2, John Wall wins MVP. Our very own Josh Jackson wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, almost 2 steals, and almost 2 blocks. Dwayne Wade wins 6th Man of the Year. Andre Drummond, Defensive Player of the Year. Shelvin Mack wins Most Improved. I've never seen that. James Walls of the Wizards wins Coach of the Year as they go 62-20. And let's see if anyone made the All-NBA teams. Yeah, Josh Jackson won All-Rookie First Team, of course, because he won Rookie of the Year, so that makes sense. We got the 2 seed. We went 56-26. Team chemistry became very good, very fast. 95 team chemistry, and look at the team. A lot of players developed. Buddy Hield hit 80. Nerlens Noel hit 81. Dragic went up to 86. Josh Jackson went up 1. Jonathan Simmons went up 2. Josh Richardson was a 73 when we started this series. Now he's a 77. So yeah, good chemistry and good progression by our players. Only one who didn't really move that much is Avery Bradley, but that makes sense because we just brought him here, so he didn't have as much chemistry. We're going to be taking on the Cavs in season number 1. The Cavs were very bad this year. They actually went like 40 and something. I forget what it was. They didn't do good, so let's see if we can beat them. Hopefully they're still not that good. We take the first 2 games, take the first 3, and we lose game 4 and game 5. Alright, we beat them in 6. We're playing the Bucks, the 3 seed, so this should be a pretty even matchup. Here we go. They take game 1. They take game 2. They take game 3, and we get swept. Are you serious? I know they have a good roster, but I didn't really expect to get swept by the 3 seed. The Spurs win the championship. We're heading into our final season. Let's look at the draft lottery. I don't think we have like any picks because this team has no picks, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so we sent 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. Nerlens Noel to the Lakers for the number 3 overall pick. I didn't expect it to go through actually that soon. So now we have the number 3 overall pick. We lost Nerlens Noel, but that's basically it. Obviously, we lost some picks in the future, but I don't know what's going to do with them really anyways. So let's go to the NBA draft where hopefully we can get DeAndre Ayton to replace Nerlens Noel. I hope he doesn't get drafted before 3, but we'll see. There's a lot of good players in this draft that we can take. Sadly, DeAndre Ayton went number 1 overall, so we ended up taking Trayvon Duval. Michael Porter went 2. I wanted to get him also for another big man, but we ended up with Trayvon Duval. He's the 3rd overall prospect, so it makes sense. So I think I'm going to be trading Goran Dragic. That's why we drafted Trayvon Duval, because Duval comes in as an 81 overall, which is good, and then him and Jackson will be like the core of our new young team, and Kevin Love will be our veteran all-star. Let's see what we can get for Goran Dragic. I'll show you guys if I get anything good. We're going to go ahead and accept this first trade after we look through all of them, but this one honestly seems good because this is our final year, so these 1-year contracts don't mean that much. We get Thon Maker to be our new center. This team's very young, but has a lot of potential. I know it's kind of late to have potential because this is our final year, but hopefully they can pull it through, get it together, and win a championship, or at least make it far. Now we also have space for... Actually, no, we're going to clear up some more space. We're actually going to take these 2 first-round picks in 2020 and 2021 from the Spurs because we have no picks for trade bait, and this is just a salary cap dump. We just need a little bit more space. We have to sign someone decent in free agency, so let's see who we can sign. So we are able to land Joel Embiid. That's a great signing for us. Oh my god, the Sixers matched the offer. Hold on. Those little scumbags got us. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to have to get freaking LaMarcus Aldridge and try to trade for someone else. We were able to bring back Avery Bradley, but this is not looking good, honestly. We have minimal cap space. We need a lot of players. Avery Bradley was the only person we could actually manage to get. We couldn't even get LaMarcus Aldridge, which is saying something because he always signs with whoever gives him an offer in free agency. Let's see what we can do. I'll show you guys if I do anything else. We're going to try to get Melo on one of those like old people contracts. Forget what they're called. We'll see if we can get him or anyone else. We're going to be sending Kevin Love and Gerald Henderson, a 2020 first-round top 3 protected pick, to the Wizards for Bradley Beal and the Manji Bajelica. I don't know how to say his name, whatever. This is basically... We have to get as many good players as we can on this team with trades as possible. That means we're going to be trading Avery Bradley now because we have Bradley Beal. Let's see what we can get for him. I'll show you guys if I make any more trades. We're going to be sending Avery Bradley and a 2021 first-round top 3 protected pick from the Spurs to the Jazz for Rudy Gobert. This basically fills our hole at center. I know it's a lot of money to bring in, but it's our last year anyways. So I might make a few more trades. I'm not sure, but I'll show you guys if I do. So here's the final rotation and roster for this episode. The team looks pretty good, but again, there's no chemistry at all. We made so many trades. Very young team besides Randolph, but we'll see what they can do in season number 3. At the end of season number 3, Russell Westbrook wins MVP again, averaging another triple-double. Brian Bowen wins Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder wins 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo with Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3 steals, 2.5 blocks, and double-double. He had a huge year for the Bucks. Trey Lyles wins Most Improved, averaging 14 points a game, and Ryan Trust of the Toronto Raptors wins Coach of the Year. Let's see if anybody made any of the teams. And Trayvon Duval made the All-Defensive Second Team. So did Rudy Gobert, and Duval made the All-Rookie First Team. He earned second in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be playing the Brooklyn Nets in our first series. The team did kind of as I expected. I didn't really expect to make second place, but the record makes sense. Then again, it is the East. Here's the roster. A lot of players developed. Rudy Gobert hit 90. Bradley Beal stayed the same. Thonmaker 84. Duval went up 2. Josh Jackson hit 82. I believe he was a 79 when we started. Buddy Hield and Smart went up. So we have a lot of 80s, and it actually turned out to be a pretty good team. So it's a very young team for the future. I mean, the only person who is 30 is Zach Randolph. He's 37, so he's old as hell. But like, and these two guys down here, but they don't count. They didn't play. I'll show you guys the stats real quick, and then we'll jump into the playoffs. Trayvon Duval, the rookie, led us in scoring with almost 18. Bradley Beal 16. Josh Jackson 15, and so on and so forth. Rebounding was Rudy Gobert. Assists was Duval. Steals, Duval at 2.5, and Josh Jackson at almost 2.5 too. Rudy Gobert with 2.5 blocks. Did anyone have a lot of turnovers? Duval 3, not bad for a rookie. And let's jump right into playoffs. First round, like I said, we're taking on the Nets. We win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5, and we're playing either the Wizards or the Hawks in round 2. The Wizards were good this year, I'll tell you that. They were in second place. Alright, yeah, we're playing the Wizards. This could be a very difficult series for us. We win the first, they win the second, they win the third. It's tied 2-2. Come on, one more. Game number 7. Nope, fuck Simcast. We're going to simulate game. We win! Yes! We're playing the 76ers. Oh, they're the 8 seed. We have a chance to win, but they're very good. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, they're stacked. Yep, Embiid and Simmons are both... Simmons is almost a 90, but this team... They got Paul Millsap and Rubio. Oh my god, this team's good. So yeah, even though they're an 8 seed, this could be hard. We take the first 2. We take the first 3. Oh, I thought we were going to sweep them. Alright, we're actually made to the NBA Finals. I did not expect that. So we're either going to be playing the Warriors or the Rockets. Let's see. And we're playing the Warriors. Shit. Alright. They win game 1. They win game 2. We win game 3. We tied it up. Yes, we're back in it. Oh, shit. Game 7. Once again, fuck Simcast. Nope. Wait. Shit. We won the championship. Oh my god. What? Trayvon Duval, 18 points a game, is their final MVP, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. How did we win? Oh my god, that just made this so much better. And that was our 3rd season, so we're done. Holy shit. I know the team's not that much different than before, but everything just looks so good. Everything's green. Everything's at least 80. This is a damn good team. Alright, well, that is it for this episode. I believe Massa's going to make a poll. You guys get to vote whose team is better. I don't know what, or at this point when I'm recording, I don't know what his team looked like. He recorded before me, but we haven't told each other who did what. So that'll be a surprise for me and for him. That is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Check out Massa's channel, like I said, and we'll see you later.